Prominent civil rights advocacy group, Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, Huriwa, is of the considered opinion that the decision to acquire a brand new jet for the president is an expensive gambit, especially now that the majority of Nigerians experiencing cost of living crisis orchestrated by the hike in pump price of petrol and the devaluation of the naira by the administration of President Tinubu. Also, the rights group faulted the position of the presidential advisor on information and strategy, Mr. Bayo Onanuga, who attacked the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, for opposing the ill-informed, ill-timed plan to buy a new plane at a time that over 133 million Nigerians are facing hunger, massive poverty, and deprivation. The right group said, let it be made clear from the onset that we are speaking as an independent and totally non-partisan organization, and so shouldn't be identified as supporting either of the two parties in disagreement over the necessity or otherwise of buying a new plane from the office of Nigerian president. I don't think you need that explanation to say, oh, you are not partisan. The truth is the truth. Whether you even say it, that you are not supporting either of the parties, they will still tell you because you are this, because you are this, because you are that. So you don't even need it in the first place. I think this man, Shetima, the leader of the Arewa group, said the same thing. And he said Nigeria should come together and oppose this thing. Of course, some people, they could not even relate him with Peter Obi or whatever, because they know that they are two different entities. But they will say, oh yes, because Buhari was there. When Buhari was there, what did you say? What did you whatever? All those kind of jargons. But the truth must be told. And that is the reason why even myself, I'm of the opinion that you don't even need to apologize or to tell them whatever. Anybody can believe what they want to believe, but the truth is always the truth. He said, we make haste to say the aforementioned because in Nigeria now, many small-minded, myopic, and extremely divisive persons who are otherwise schooled often misconstrue positions of CSOs or non-governmental individual as representing those of opposition politicians. We speak also on behalf of the suffering masses of Nigeria who have no voice in the media of mass communication. Huriwa recalled that the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi on Monday faulted the plan by the federal government to buy new aircraft for the presidential fleets. He described the move as insensitive while Nigerians grapple with economic hardship occasioned by the same government. But the presidency, in a swift reaction, described Obi's comments as insensitive, wondering if he would rather have the life of the president jeopardized by flying faulty aircraft. Speaking on Monday, the special advisor to President Bola Tinubu on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, said, does Peter Obi want the president dead? Is that his wish? Does he want him to continue moving around in a rickety plane and die like the VP of Malawi and Iran president? Let him tell us. This is a basic thing any sane government will do. You can't toy with your president's welfare, but they can toy with the masses' welfare and tell them to be patient. I think Tinubu, I told you Tinubu is just a statement, a statement of deceit, propaganda here and there. Oh, telling you that they know your pain, they know the truth, whatever you are going through. Oh, let the poor breathe. All those are nonsense jargons. The more they tighten the belt, the more you suffer, the more they will come and say, we know what you are going through. Now, he has come out to tell you that after all, you are not the only people suffering. That's what he said. The plane is used now. Yeah, the plane Tinubu used now. I learned it was bought during former President Obasanjo's era. That was over 20 years ago. And I learned it was a very small plane. The plane developed problem the last time he traveled to Saudi Arabia. Okay. What Huriwa is saying in nutshell. Okay, I know Huriwa is saying, and those are myopic unscrupulous elements, or unscrupulous elements they call them. Bayo Onanuga, what is his name? Buhala and Reno, the mockery man. So, in a nutshell, this Huriwa is saying that it is not right. The Thai royal family, including King Bumibo, is flown by the Royal Thai Air force within the country on international flights. The Royal Fly Thai Airways International, they are telling us that even the Pope that has over 2 billion people that he presides over still use a commercial flight. So what is the big deal about a Tinubu not being able to use a commercial flight? But me, I'm of the opinion that if the two are to be weighed and put side by side, which one is going to be cheaper? Is it to fly commercial airline or to buy the new jets? But that should be even what we need to talk about. I think Hussein Rufai has offered them advice that they can take airpiece, which will be much cheaper. And some people said, after all, he has his own private jet. If he wants to sacrifice it, because all he does is let Nigerians sacrifice. If he wants to sacrifice, you'd have to use his fly a big private jet to say, you know what, I'm going to service, I'm going to be using it for the sake of my people, pending one thing. Okay. Yeah, Huriwa, citing authoritative information, stated that the Vatican always chartered a plane for the 3 or 4 foreign trips a pope usually makes every year, often using a different aircraft for each leg of the journey. These are regular commercial planes that were in use, making the Rome to London run or something like it the day before the trip, and it will be again once it is over. The tradition is for the Pope to take the Italian national airline Alitalia to wherever he is going, and then fly the national carrier of that country on his return. When Francis traveled to Sri Lanka and the Philippines in January, for instance, he took Alitalia to get there and Philippine Airlines to get back to Rome. When the Pope traveled to the USA, he took Alitalia to Washington and then American Airlines the rest of the day. Beside Huriwa, carpeted by Onanuga for deploying gutter, uncut, unpolished, and primitive diatribe against Mr. Obi, when he could have very well offered logical and sophisticated explanation from his official points supporting the move by the president to get a new plane. But no, the power-drunk presidential advisor opted for the deployment of street or roadside language to address such a very weighty matter. Now, so in fact, these people, they really describe him very well. He thinks he's wise. He doesn't know that he's destroying his reputation. Come out with strong arguments. You don't even need to mention anybody's name. Just go straight. This is why we're doing this, and you move on. You don't even say, "Hey, Peter, be this. Hey, do you want the president to buy?" All those are not presidential statements. That's not the kind of statement that should be coming from the presidency. He talks like that, and that is exactly who he is. He's just an illiterate. Bayo Onanuga is an illiterate. Wọ́n ní tó bá rányàn níṣẹ́ ẹrú, ó máa ń fi tọmọ jẹ. You should supposed to be applying wisdom. You need to be building your own reputation, not because they just gave you one tout here. Because as far as I'm concerned, now tout work now they give am. A reputable person that is that knows his onions will be able to address issue, not all this gutter and nonsense talk. Do you want to listen to that? Every now and then they will just be picking on Obi. Go straight to the point. This is it. Don't even mention anybody's name. That will make you more mature. Of course, they are not even mature. From top to bottom in this administration, in their own cabinet, na so they be. They no get sense. Na statistics will go chop. Oh, some people they will labor in vain. Now they are kind of people now, and that is the reason why they are telling you that not only you they suffer, that everybody is complaining. Not only you they suffer. So guys, let's know what you think and have your take on this. Thank you.